I'm still processing things from the event last week, where I was on the panel at the Toronto premiere of The Next Chapter. So, that is a film about psychedelic assisted treatment for folks dealing with some of the hardest mental health and end of life realities we have. I came home with three things I want to say out loud, and actually one more beyond that. So, the first is personal. Jennifer from CBC's White Coat Black Art, Jennifer Warren, said some incredibly kind things about my mom and dad on that stage, about my dad's story specifically. And it caught me, admittedly. I'm not somebody who tears up easily, especially on stage. But that night I did. So thank you, Jennifer, for all your support. And the second thing I'd like to say is more political. So MP Corey Tochor was in the room. He came from Ottawa, which was so nice of him. And the bill he's championing, that's C286, is to expand Canadian access to supervised psilocybin therapy. And it's on the table right now, which, if it passes, which I'm sure it will, it opens up a real regulated path for Canadians who right now have nothing. So a physician will be able to prescribe psilocybin without going through the SAP process, which we know is long and often doesn't end up well. So things like treatment-resistant depression, end-of-life distress, PTSD, some of those diagnoses that haven't responded to anything else. The need is certainly there. I saw that in the audience that night. The bill certainly needs to move forward, and I'm really hopeful it will. Third is on the clinical side. So I was up there with Dr. Joshua Rosenblatt, one of the sharpest minds working in the space, actually, here in Canada. He was on the panel with me, and the careful evidence building work he and his team are doing is exactly what has to come alongside any expansion of access. So passing the bill certainly isn't the end of the work. It's actually the beginning, which is a good thing. We expand access carefully, and we keep studying as we open, right? Not less. That has to go hand in hand. We open access and we study it. Access without data is a missed decade, and we've seen that in medical cannabis. And one honest piece beyond all of that, even with the bill, this is going to be out of pocket for most Canadians, at least at first, paying out of pocket. And we saw how expensive that is with what my dad went through, of course. But the people who need a breakthrough therapy are often usually the people who can least afford to pay for it. And we need to address that in addition to opening access and expanding research. So figuring out coverage is the next piece of this puzzle, and it certainly can't be an afterthought. So thank you, huge thank you to Nick Murray for putting that room together, to the rest of the panel, and really to everyone who showed up. Real momentum and also real work to do.